Going on? How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing? So week 5 of the NFL came to a conclusion. Boy, and let me think back to that game Thursday night with Seattle and the Rams. Seahawks got that game, but that Poochie for the Rams, woo, boy, it make that boy walk back home. You can't be shanking like that. Um, as for the game last night, well, Baker Mayfield is hardcore overrated. That turkey can't even hit a bull in the behind. When he played great against Baltimore, but Frisco, heard he was acting kind of full of himself, and Richard Sherman had to show him, break him off proper like broke them busters off last night. Cleveland is gonna be like that, and that joker for coach, that's hilarious. They were better last year with no names. You see what happens when they got Odell, and they're just not really cohesive. As for my Bills, well, they beat the Tennessee, but that don't even almost don't count. The defense has played incredible, but you know how I feel about Josh Allen. I'm telling you, he sometimes he be out there looking like Steve Allen. You don't know who that is? Google him, because that's how he be off his back foot and his wrong foot. Green Bay smashed Dallas, and I'm gonna tell you something. Aaron Rodgers played in Texas Stadium or in Jerry's World. Ain't no telling what kind of stats he have. I mean, he, and they make Dak look really bad. Dak, I usually rule with I give Dak some due for being poised, but he was flippity flop. They be putting 30 burgers on him every time Green Bay goes to Dallas. I don't even know. New England and Washington, who didn't see that coming? So yeah, New England spot them a 7 burger, and the Patriots went in and got in them grill. Good at them turkeys out. Washington's always gonna suck as long as they got that racist joke of an owner, Daniel Snyder. Just like the Knicks with James Dolan and the Clippers when they had Donald Sterling. You know, they all cut from the same cloth. That's why those teams underachieve. Not because they don't have the talent, but there's some powers that be that just ain't too cool. Houston smashed on man, Deshaun Watson. And if he gets that kind of protection, I'm telling you, he's one of the elite. It's a bad man when he got something to work with on that line. Kansas City kind of got Patrick Mahomes. There's kind of be like a formula to get physical. And what will Andy Reid do with that? I still say that when they lost Kareem Hunt, that was a big hole at running back. I still say that that's a huge chunk. Just can't replace that. And that's one thing that I've noticed. They weren't quite the same without him. I know with Sammy Watkins and them not being down, but still, they don't have that. And I know with Tyreek Hill, but Kareem Hunt was a big factor with KC. So we'll see. Oakland beats Chicago. I'm not really feeling the Raiders. The Bears defense, because the reason is that those two teams kind of almost cancel each other out. I still think the Bears are better, but and the Raiders won a game, and it's nice that they're playing average ball, but whatever. Um, Pittsburgh lost a close one to Baltimore at home. Their season is all but done. Barring some craziness, I just don't see them getting back in the mix. Cincinnati, they on that old burger tip. They battling Washington and the Jets for who for futility. It's really bad. Teddy Jam, old Jam. If you know anything about a guy and Teddy Riley, that's what I call Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy be jamming for New Orleans. I'm telling you, Teddy Bridgewater is the truth. I wish my Bills had him. I'm telling you, that cat could start for 6 or 7 teams. He may not beat you with nothing down the field per se, but he will wear on you with his style. And he's poised. He don't make many mistakes. Watch out for Teddy Jam. I'm trying to tell you, Teddy Jam's coming. Arizona, Kyle Murray coming on, look good. It's going to be a work in progress, but keep your eye on them. Keep your eye on them. They are definitely looking like the real deal. Definitely. Denver beat the Chargers, and I don't know what's wrong with the Chargers. I don't know what happened, but that's the kind of stuff that they do. They'll lose to a scrub team, and then they'll get up for a big team. Um, but they're kind of underachieving, looking depressive. They're looking really. I don't know what to say about them. Um, I want to touch on. I say so. What was it? Was it Jacksonville? Yeah, I was at Haymaker at the end, and that game, and and they lost their game, and they're average too. There's a lot of, like I said, the NFL right now, a lot of average, mediocrity. The good, the great and the good stand out, and the horror is there. So there's a lot of horror going on right now. I ain't even saying about Miami because they had the week off, but you may as well go ahead and get them the rest of the season off. You get them the Jets and Washington the season off in Cincinnati because I don't see nothing good come out of that. Even though Cincinnati ain't as bad, they're not as bad. They just can't do nothing to put two halves together, but they're not that bad. Well, anyway, that's my and Minnesota. Yeah, Kirk Cousins got over in one of them games. Almost don't even count, but they won. beating up on those scrub teams. But that's what he does best. He's a third tier quarterback who manipulates as being a second tier, who gets paid as a first tier. Minnesota is a good team, not great, but they're a type of team. If they get in and somebody knocks off somebody off, you don't want to have to face them. Because I like Cook, that cat can run. So Seattle's looking good. Russell Wilson, don't sleep on him. They ain't got no defense. Legion of Boom is the Legion of Loom, but Russell Wilson is balling. And I'm telling you, he's on something. He's an MVP candidate. So anyway, that's my thoughts and takes about the NFL for week 5. Give me your thoughts and takes. Let's chop it up. What you see, what you like, what you don't. It's kind of a lackluster season on the real, because it's kind of like if you got the cheddar, you got the cheddar. But if you broke in the pockets, it's show. All right, I'm out. You have a good day. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit that link. When the bell rings, a new video. Peace.